I grew up in a small town in central Pennsylvania that had seen far better days long before I was born. When the natural resources like coal and other things disappeared, the community I grew up in lost a lot of hope. And it just became something that I've been continually dedicating my life to, is trying to figure out, how do we solve those problems before they become problems? You know, that's exactly what we're doing here today at Atlantic Sea Farms. Is we are looking at a lobster industry that is currently thriving. Having said that, the Gulf of Maine is warming faster than 98% of oceans in the world. And we can either put our head in the sand and pretend that that's not going to affect lobster, or we can look out and see all the opportunity of having more coastline than the state of California. If we can do this right, it'll be the absence of a collapse that we'll see. My entire drive was to work on a more resilient coast, both environmentally and to help keep fishermen on the water. Invest in what you're good at and invest in the people that are much better than you at other things. There is no one that understands the water more than fishermen. They work on it every day. Most of their fathers have worked on it every day, and their father's father's father. And it has proven to be the absolute best decision. The innovations that they've made in the last 3 years, both individually and as a group, have been remarkable. We believe deeply that this is the way that the industry is going to scale, and it's going to scale correctly and ethically. And if we can make that happen, we've actually fundamentally changed the way that people can get their food. Daring leadership is challenging generally accepted norms about what business should do. And our tagline here is good food should do good. Not that it can, not that it might, but that it should. Right now, agriculture is one of the biggest contributors to climate change. Farmers are some of the poorest they've been since the 20s. People in America are facing a massive health crisis around the food that they eat. What about terrestrial farming is working? Why don't we stop asking the same questions and start asking different ones? How can we produce food that makes the planet better, that makes people healthier, and that makes the people who produce it better off?
If somebody told me 20 years ago that I was going to be growing kelp, I'd have probably told them they was crazy.